And welcome back, friends. Okay, last we left off, we were pushing on all fronts. In the east, in the northeast, and in the northwest. So let's take it off from the northwest. Our army stack here has started making its way towards the Middle Sea and the Sea Claws. We're going to try to cross this stretch of water and get onto their land and pay them back for raiding us, right? That's happening. Let's double check what's actually going on here in detail. Army's there, we're moving on, yes, there's some stuff there. Great, amazing. So, in the east, we're dealing with Slovenia, which is our victory conditions for this campaign playthrough. We must cleanse it of the empire, we must cleanse it of the vampire scum that is also on the way. Now, we had recently confederated with Iceland and Averland, and we gained the southern territories, and now one of their armies also joined us, which is progressing towards western Slovenia. So this will be happening also. Let's have a quick detailed look to see exactly what's happening. So
No peace, just
Balthazar Gelt is dealing with Castle Drakenov. This is going to be a slow burn event because the army that's inside here is really powerful. If we have a quick look, actually that's probably better to look at it like this. Right, so they have Graveguard, Wraiths, more Graveguard, Cav, Flying Bats, and then Flying Monster Demon things. So we don't really want to fight this with this army here. It would be quite a hard fight, and I think we would be odds on to lose it, right? Because we don't have nearly as high value units as they do. So we will continue the siege. This will be a slow burn event. We'll burn them down, we'll siege them out, it'll be amazing. Castle Tempelhof is another matter. We just crushed a invader army heading towards this settlement. And now we're going to pay them back a visit with some steam tanks. We all saw what these steam tanks are like. They seem pretty cool. One of them did really well, one of them didn't do so well. We're going to try and get both these boys leveled up so they are both amazing and have an amazing amount of impact in our games. Now, where is the other army? There we go. Right. So this other army here is relaxing in Avenheim because if it leaves, this settlement will very quickly fall due to public order. So we're going to hold off for that. It's going to wait there. The public order is going to restore. The biggest issue right here is that the -8 to the public order from events is because we confederated, and we have another 2 turns of confederation penalty that we must pay before we lose that negative. So this is what's happening in the east. Now, let's deal with the northeast. In the northeast, the vampires are held up in their castles. Both of these armies of Henrik and Manfred are relatively cheap and easy fights. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 units of zombie, 4 units of skeleton, and some assortment of junk. So this is relatively cheap and easy army for us to down. Henrik's is even easier. So this is just a time burner. Now, one of the objectives here is that, let's actually double check the specifics of which territories we need. Let's do from this. So we don't have Struland because we don't have the Mut city. Yes, exactly, the Mut. We'll need to take that. Now we need Ostermark, and Ostermark is Essen and this place. Then Ostland. Now the thing with Ostland is that these guys here are our allies. What I really wanted to happen is for Wolfenburg to fall to vampire attacks. Now that didn't happen, so what it will probably end up meaning is that we will have to fight and take Wolfburg ourselves, which means that our relationship with Kislev will have to end. Such is the way of things. And do we have to take, I believe this one also. I could be mistaken though. Let me just take, yes we do. We have to take this place also. Yeah. Reclaim Savannah, yeah, destroy. And we must destroy the vampire counts. And Ever Chosen must be sent home. Ever Unchosen. Right, so that is the state of the Empire, my friends. That is where we're at. And the last video we left off was in a state of ready to receive a end turn event.
Summon the electric.
So let us go ahead and do that now, and we'll see what happens.
It is good to see our allies of the mountains.
Right, what do these guys want now? Military alliance, yes, we accept. Great, these are our friends. We like these dwarves. They're good guys. They've helped us. We control the empire, they control everything south of it. We can live with that. For now. Yes, and what's happening next? Okay, the dwarves are going somewhere. Those dwarves are going somewhere else. No, these are greenskins. Oh. Let's see what happens, eh? Border princes, yes.
I will hear what you have to say.
They want a non-aggression pact for 1,000 now. If we have them selected, they don't. Our friends, the dwarves, don't like them. Why? Why don't the dwarves like? Because they have treaties with it. Oh, really? Really? I don't think I will ally with this guy because I don't want that to affect my relationship with the dwarves for the immediate future. So let's say no to this one because 1,000 gold, in the grand scheme of things right now especially, it's not particularly worth it for us. The Templehof is doing some business. Trying to stall the inevitable is what they're trying to do. Trying to stall the inevitable. Oh, Britonia and Paravon confederated. Where is that? Oh yeah. Assassinate. If someone tried to assassinate one of the guys, wins a magic change. Negative growth. Okay. What was that confederation? I assume some of the territories here that confederated Britonia mainland. Interesting, interesting. Interesting, my friends. Interesting. So now,
What does the Emperor bid?
we need to move parallel to this army.
To the provinces.
We could fight them on sea, but I don't feel like it.
Yes, my lord.
I just don't feel like
Praise
it.
Sigma.
So we'll move parallel to this army,
I will
southwards.
marshal the men.
Yes, a sound plan. Let us move.
Right into there. Oop. Because we need to see first where these guys make landfall, and then go ahead and deal with them. Let's do this the classic way. So that stack is done. This stack is sieging. Right? Yeah, of course it's sieging. This friend... Agents. That's okay, there's some bad guys there. We might actually send Griswold, the destroyer of people's dreams, to the south to finish the vampires. Because Griswold
They will
needs to get rid of some of these banshees and things. Specifically that one, I feel. No, actually not specific that one. Let's just... Griswold can just head to the south for now. For the immediate future, Griswold can do this. Select Griswold again, and next unit. Right, so this priest is staying still. Next unit. So... This is -3. Soon the -8 is going to be gone. Next time the -8 is gone, so this thing will stabilize and it will begin to improve. We're moving at very high speed towards this castle. Can we recruit? We could local recruit, but I don't feel we need to. Now, what I want to do is smash this army, put the Templehof castle under siege as well, and then slow burn it. Because, yeah, actually this doesn't have that many good units, so we might just go ahead and do this battle. But either way, we're going to have to go here,
to the nation.
like so.
Into battle.
Oh, it gives us the... right, so they're going to come out of the fight. Interesting. This army in the castle, this army is the castle garrison, right? They're going to come out and they're going to fight against our stack. I think we'll take this fight as well. So they have this one hero, full graveguard, ghouls and flying bats. We have some archers, some spearmen, some tanks. What we're going to do is we're going to park our tanks on their faces and call it a day, my friends. Alright, let's see the kind of terrain it gives us. Okay, we have like hillsides on our side, flat ground in the middle, one central hill. This is very good terrain. This is extremely good terrain. We're going to park our tanks here and drive them forward and proceed to shoot the enemy a lot. Like so. Like so. The rest of these guys don't really matter that much. Well, I guess we'll do them correct like this. Yeah, something like this. That'll do. Just going to drive forward. Now remember, steam tanks cannot shoot their front guns if they're mobile. So we need to move them up to position. Actually, maybe let's disable them even being able to shoot, because I want to save the bullets for this best that's coming towards us. Well, we'll do it like so. Then we'll do a stack of 4 in the middle. Stack of 4 archer behind them. Then on the wings we'll put 2 and 2. Right? Yes, something like that. In the middle we'll put a general. What does this ability do? Hex acts on targets in an area around self, affects enemies in range. This is quite powerful ability. It's once every 90 seconds though. So we'll use that on the engagement. And we'll take, I think, this ground over here. Like so. Like so, like so. Yes, there we go. Let's see our steam tanks go to work. Let's don't forget also, friends, that our steam tanks have melee attacks. These melee attacks hit quite hard, but we don't really want to put our steam tanks in melee combat to unnecessarily lose hit points. I guess, let's do this. Really? The steam tanks chose to shoot those bad things? I guess that's actually a better... Oh no, but this graveguard stuff is quite scary. We don't have the infantry to deal with the graveguard menace, right? So our tanks will have to do work against the graveguard. These graveguard are anti-infantry infantry, so they'll be a serious threat. For now, let's kill these flying monsters and then we'll deal with the graveguard, because we'll be able to park our tanks immediately behind them, and it'll be amazing. Maybe now we should start shooting this? No, maybe now we'll start shooting the graveguard. This unit we can pin cushion with all of our archers. So yes, now we need to nail the central graveguard unit, maybe get some splash damage there and there. Amazing, okay. The biggest threat is the flying monsters, right? Because they can outposition our spearman line and get into whatever advantageous location they choose.
Pick targets! Missiles at the ready! By Ulrich's wrath! Understood! Sir! For the Emperor! Ready!
So now we'll take our tanks and we'll drive them out of the way. Like so, like so. Tell these two to shoot that. Put the boss in the middle and be ready to receive the charge. Our steam tanks are doing their steam turret thing. Steam tanks need to stop standing still and reposition. Right, this is like so, this is like so, like so, like so. And steam tanks position in a crossfire there and there. And we deploy the debuff button. Right. And we begin to close the jaws. so. Like so.
What do you bid? Conditions acceptable. Missile infantry.
They can fall back and shoot whatever they feel like.
Ready.
Like so. Closing the jaws.
No lingering. For the Emperor. Sir. Moving now. We serve the Emperor. Spearmen. Ready for war. Ready ammunition.
I wonder where it was aiming that steam shot actually.
Position. Yes, sir. Formation. March. Spearmen. Standing by.
Do we? Yeah, we do.
Ready.
We do. We will charge the steam tanks in.
What do you bid? Blood birds.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, creative assembly definitely need to make a World War One game, because I think that'll be amazing. It'll be absolutely amazing. It's a little bit difficult, I guess, to, well, let's imagine it, right? Let's imagine if creative assembly made a World War One game. Trench warfare fundamentally is not very fun to play. I guess what they would have to look, these tanks did work, 66 each. What they would have to do is, well, we'll see. What they would have to do is, I think they can go a long way, and we wiped all those units. Does that mean
Who calls?
that?
Ulrich's will!
I guess why can we not directly attack this? We have tanks. Fine, let's build some junk.
It is
So
war!
level this guy up. This is a because this is a not a cheap army, a cost-effective army, right? We hold the line to get 100% charge resistance, and then we'll take honest steel to make our swordsmen, spearmen, and halberdier units quite powerful. Yes, this looks good. Let us do that, like so, and we will go to the next stack.
For our nation!
Yes, and because we are sieging someone, we don't suffer attrition, and we don't regenerate. This is I don't know how I feel about this, right? Because if you're in vampire territory, it should be a quite significant penalty if there's a lot of vampiric corruption, right? However, if you're in raid stance and sieging, you do not suffer attrition for being in negative territory or in hazardous territory, right? So I don't know how I feel. I guess they balance the game around it, but I think it would be a lot more interesting if both for vampires and for, well, no, but then it would make it a much slower game. What I was going to say is that for both vampires and humans going into each other's territories without having sufficient corruption there, or their lack of, would be quite a painful experience. Right? I guess that they tinkered with it and they ended up on this sort of solution. Something that works in majority of cases. What was... Right, so he's deployed and improving, right? This army standing still because we're reducing corruption, public disorder. My friend Karl Franz, wherever will you go? There are stacks of chaos out there somewhere. I don't rightly know exactly where. Which is why we're holding Karl Franz back a little bit, so that we can more easily react to whatever happens. I'll take. Do we really want this? In the grand scheme of things, just to get that? No, I don't think so. I don't think we really want that. Because this one as a wound recovery 1 time, this guy will not get wounded. What do you mean wound recovery 1 turn less? He's just not going to get wounded. We'll take hold the line because it's good to have more people that can hold the line.
The nation
Now the
calls.
question is, where does this stack go? That's Manfred heading south.
Even Nagash.
That means this is empty. Wolfberg is empty. Can I confederate with Kislev maybe? Kislev, would you like to just...
The Tsarina empowers me to offer you warm greetings this chilly eve.
They don't want to confederate. They don't want to confederate, yo.
Not now.
Who calls?
And I don't know where those stacks of chaos are. And I do not know where they are. Where
There
is
is
this?
power within prayer.
Where was he headed? Oh, he was deployed because he's improving population growth. Okay.
This action does not have my consent.
We don't have to be here. This place will be fine without us. Won't it? Yeah, I think it will. Oh, we have to rebuild Norden. I guess. Yeah, we must. Do we or do we not do this? I'm thinking of taking Wolfenburg from Kislev because, well, they don't really need it, do they?
You disappoint me.
They don't really need it, do they, friends?
By the comet.
No, I think Karl Franz will go ahead and probably start the siege on this place because this place would be easier to defend than this because we don't have that or that yet. So we will go ahead and do this. We will take Karl Franz and we'll walk him over in a position where he can begin siege. Now, no, let's not think about that yet. Next stack. This is maintaining position. But I don't want to build a port. What if I want to build a wall instead of a port, eh? Did you guys think about that? -5, really? Oh, it's because the 8 points. Okay, wow, that's so painful.
What?
The Empire.
Do we wanna really take over this place again and begin rebuilding it?
By the comet.
I think that we actually do,
Yes, my lord.
because we will accelerate this process.
The nation calls.
Right, let's accelerate this
For its
process.
will.
Yes, colonize
It
this
is for the
place.
best.
Province secured, amazing. Some negatives, yeah, it's fine, we'll rebuild that and we'll deploy the... which commandment? Not that one, then again maybe. Actually probably, you know, look at that as I minus 37. 37 per chaos corruption is dropping 1 point a turn. What we really don't need is some... No, that's what we'll do the growth, because the reason we need growth, right, is because I want to put walls on this city, this city, this city, really, this one also when we take it, this one and this one, to create a nice strong line against the incoming chaos nonsense from the mountain side. Once that's deployed, we'll have a good front line to receive whatever they push us with and be able to react with it with follow-up armies. So that's the idea. With that in mind,
Forge our faith.
we might want to take him because in deployment,
What?
warrior priests increase population growth. So it might be actually worth to pick this up because that'll be quite that is a significant bonus, by the way, going from 30 to from 20 to 50. That benediction we could also get soon. It'll be a significant bonus.
The nation calls.
No, but either way, let's jump through the rest of our stacks. Yes, this fell back because we wanted to see where this is going. So we'll move parallel to it. Sieging happily away. Done is done. Is deployed in this region. Now, a deployed warrior priest is not as priest of Sigma, I forget what it's called exactly. No, I guess it's good here because we also want more pop growth. But our money situation is becoming more and more serious. Let's open Diplo because we're not making as much bang as we once were, eh? Not nearly as much bang as we once were. So we need to be a little bit more sparing with the amount of money. Maybe we should stockpile some money again. Realistically, does this place need to make infantry? It should definitely do this. Right? If money is a problem, well, let's fix it. Right? Right. Either way, let's go, let's do... So this guy is gonna... yes, I think we will actually keep him here.
Yes.
No, we won't. We'll send him north.
For Sigma.
Because it's more important that we deploy him here to get these provinces built up with the population so we can deploy defenses again. Okay, now, let's do a round of infrastructure improvement. Nothing there. This is progress. In Nuln. In Nuln we can make very good swordsman and great swordsman.
What does the Emperor bid?
Very good swordsman and great swordsman. However, do we need that? Because one of the good things about Nuln is that the cannon foundry gives us a +4 artillery experience to everything. And we don't really need this coaching in here. Do we? I don't think we do, you know. I don't really think we need this coaching in. We have money. We could have more money. I think we'll do this actually. Where's Weissenberg? Weissenberg is on the borderline of the dwarves. It's... No. No. It's a shame because I like the idea of having gated the city. What about this place? Does this produce anything special? It does, of course, iron, right? So it's that age-old problem of decision block, my friends. Do we want to be able to build cav and infantry, or do we want more dough in these provinces? I think we will destroy the city watch and the cavalry. So for that, because then it gives us access to this, and then the city watch because, well, we want access to that, to this marble mine. And this way we'll be able to we can't even do great swordsman here because this place doesn't have a armory. Yeah. Yep. That is all kinds of unacceptable, but it does have a crazy magic school and a super high cathedral of Sigmar. We get public order from our buildings. No, but we definitely know what we want to do. It's we're going to level this and we'll level that and we'll replace those with money making buildings. Now, Nuln on the other hand, we really want to have an armory here. If we have an armory, we can build steam tanks and these guys, great swords. And the good thing about here is that we can make great swords with a very high experience level. So that is one of the reasons why it would be quite nice to have an armory. We can build the Luminarch here. But maybe this, the gunnery school, is global, right? These benefits, this is faction wide, this is everything, this is recruitment force, this is everywhere. So we don't actually need to build artillery here. Realistically, we can build the artillery anywhere else and get those benefits. So where do we have artillery already being able to be built? Well, in Altdorf, right? Right, now the problem with Altdorf is that, well, a problem with Altdorf is that we have a lot of stuff that we really want to be able to build here. We need to build the College of Magics, which is a pretty cool place. So I want to build that here as well, but we also have all these supporting elements as well. Do we want to just maybe not build artillery in this region and just have it centralized in Altdorf? If we were to do that, if we were to burn, because we want the gunnery school, right? We want the gunnery school and the armory, which means we need to make space for 2 buildings. I want to have this building because it means we can have more priests and witch hunters, and we want to have the wizard's tower because it means we can have more wizards. We can drop the coaching in, and we can drop the engineer's workshop. Then that would give us the gunnery foundry, the non-gunnery school, and an armory. Yes, I think we'll do that. Yeah, I think we will. We won't be able to build handgunners here, but big deal. Realistically, the benefit of this region is being able to build very high quality. Oh, this is also Empire. What are knight recruits? Knight recruits are these guys. So it's cheaper to get knight recruits. Okay, so 20% discount for swordsmen and knight recruits, and +3 for Empire swordsmen and greatsword recruits. So yes, basically we want to build swordsmen here. That's it. We just want to build swordsmen out of this region. We don't actually have to build artillery out of this region. Yes, so this is a plan for this location. That's what we'll do. We'll bank the rest of this money, I feel. But let's, do we want to go through anywhere else? Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, the Reichland. The Reichland. No, I think I will leave it there, friends. I think let's do an end turns thing and see where things go. We don't have a whole lot more money left to play with in the bank. Yeah, let's do this. Boom. We've actually not fought greenskins this campaign at all. I wonder how exactly the mechanics are implemented. It'll be quite interesting to see. No, I don't particularly care about you guys because my dwarf friends don't like you. So we will say no to this.
Speak, I will hear you now.
Speak, we will hear you now.
My mood is dark.
Oh, this is Templehof. Templehof, there will be no peace treaty. Do not be mistaken, my friend. Yes, and of course everyone's trying to off Balthazar Gelt. Are they going to fight me now? They will, indeed. Okay. Now, this Balthazar Gelt was wounded. So remember yes. Because this is not Balthazar Gelt and he's not in this army anymore, it means that he was wounded by an assassin. The chances of us defeating this with that, without a wizard, are not very promising. The question is, should we take the chance just to do damage to this army? And I don't think so, right? I think it is too great a risk to lose this stack unnecessarily like this, so we will retreat from this fight. It's okay, because Balthazar Gelt will be back, and this army heads off again. Fine, fine, fine. They're just teasing us with a fight, these boys. They're just teasing us with a fight. Yes. Yes. So, he was wounded. Empire Captain is returned. We need to nominate. Balthazar Gelt will be out of commission for 4 turns. I don't want to hire another general just to replace this guy. I would like this army to be without a leader. Let us take Emil. This is quite a good -2 leadership. Yes, let's take Emil.
The Empire. I will marshal the men. Cease. To the provinces. Do not mistake me for the fool. What does
Now,
the
if
Emperor
we
think?
attack him,
For
No.
Heldenhammer!
let's not do that. Let's do the easy thing first, my friend. We got loads of dough. Where did we get so much dough from? Actually, no. Let's go through our... Yeah, let's... Conrad the Enchanter is 15. Which one is Conrad, actually? I can't remember which was it. That's one of our Wizards of Light with the amazing powers of netting. Was a horse. Yeah, doesn't want that. Really? That's not very impressive. I guess we will take this one. Battle Wizard level 2. This is a fireball friend, yes. Yes, let's do that. Learn how to throw fireballs. Treasure Richard, yeah. This is a pistol, this is a rifle army, okay. This, yeah, that makes sense. So, that's all those. Yep, that's Templehof. Yes. So, what we can do is... I want to siege this, right? But I don't actually want to fight them.
Refuse. To war!
So, if we off this, we can off this army and then proceed the siege again. Can we...
War calls!
Oh, we're just going to auto this battle because why would we fight this? I was fighting these 2 units. Uh-huh. I'm tempted to take this money. Because we're going to be here anyway for a while, right? Well, let's loot and occupy.
By Sigma's right.
So,
Sigma.
and... So, what is so special about this here place? We can get good crossbowmen. Oh, we can't look at these other ones though. Right, because wood here is a resource. It doesn't show us that resource or that resource.
I will marshal the band.
Let's deal with this for a second real quick. What is in this guy's army? This is... what do we want him to be? I can't actually remember. Look at the officers, how we have them. Don't remember what he was meant to do. Balthazar Gelt is eventually going to be the Patriarch, right? We need to have a Reichsmarschall. Reichsmarschall would be cool. This is literally like the cavalry army. Yeah, the cavalry army. Let's not get too stuck on that. I cannot remember. Where is maybe this list? No, let's do it like this. Balthazar Gelt is out for 4 turns. Karl Franz is busy. No, actually let's not do that. Let us take
Yes,
you.
my lord.
Maybe this guy should be our leader of horse. Even though he's got tanks in his army, right? Even though he has tanks.
To the provinces.
This is a artillery army, yes. This is a rifle army. I can't right now because he is still on away duty because he got wounded. Let's not choose anything for this skill point then. We have no reason to have to choose right now. But considering we have so much money, we will do the following. I don't remember what we can build here or not, but we will. We might just leave these, you know, because it will not be a bad idea to have redundancies in case we are unable to produce cavalry elsewhere. But what we will need is, this increases crossbowmen and spearmen. I think we'll need a cathedral sigma here to deal with this crazy amount of corruption. And we want this and this and this. So that'll be exactly 3 slots. But first things first, we need to deal with the corruption issue. Secondly, finance. And then repair this and repair that.
It is time.
Never.
Who calls? Such a thing is impossible.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, suffering attrition because they don't control the home region. Encampment would still lose. I think an encampment stance. No, you would be immune to attrition. Interesting. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll put this guy in encampment stance.
Now,
I just want to siege it again. I don't want to fight it. I just want to hold it under siege. Like so.
raise your
So they can't build anything here.
Fight for our nation.
This friend is en route to deal with enemies.
Death.
Priest is holding.
I refuse your guidance.
This has walls. This is a big. Yeah, it's another one of those siege me forever kind of deals. If we fight this, hopefully they'll take that. Then we can go and deal with it. Let's see what happens.
Fine.
We will just siege this for the
Peace,
now.
just war.
Right, we'll just hold it under siege. So,
Attack! Men, I will fight with you.
is he actually sieging it? Yes, he is. Okay, 15. Yeah, fine, great.
Men, we must
Next,
attack.
next. If this army leaves, we will not, because they provide 10 military presence. We will not be able to easily deal with the amount of negativity here. Negativity. Maybe we want another one of those, eh? We don't really need this here, in all honesty, right? We don't need to have better troop replenishment. With that said, we don't really need to have cavalry or infantry because we'll build them over here. So we will up that, level that, level that, level that, and in this one we will deal with well, we'll make more money. We'll make even more money. Or maybe we won't do that because there's honestly not a whole lot more that we can really build in Averheim. Right, because we will ditch the fields and we'll build that. We'll build money. That leaves us 1 slot. Which really maybe should be 2 slots. Because we want the Wizardry School and the Temple of Sigmar. Wizardry School so we can have more battle wizards available to us. So we can send them to cool places to meet cool people and to throw fireballs at them. While over here we might want to do something else. But we definitely want a Temple of Sigma to deal with the corruption. We'll see how we go from there onwards.
What does the
This
Emperor
army
say?
standing still, standing still. This guy's moving over here to being deployed, like so.
To the flock.
Army standing still. Can't do anything for a while anyway.
I will marshal the men.
Oh yeah, of course these guys run away. So we're gonna move up. We're just gonna keep ping-ponging this army based on how they move. Yeah. Alright. I think, my friends, this will be a good place to take a little break. I will catch you all in the next video.